larger scale projects, we usually have multiple buildings, multiple parking, and multiple sections. To work on all of these parts much better and to be more accurate, we usually use zoning. We divide all of these sections into different zones and we use K-plan for defining which zone we are working on and to mention that section. Okay. And we are going to learn how we can create these K-plans in title blocks and the way we can use them professionally and efficiently. So let's say this is our site plan. This is just a very simple image I imported to here to work on and show you how we can create these K-plans. First thing we need to do is to go to the sheet. Go to the family of your title blocks. I'm going to double click on this section and I will simply delete this image. Instead of this, I'm going to just simply drag my image to here like this. I'm going to place it in this part and I will make it smaller and fit it in here exactly a little bit to these sections. Okay, and to here. Perfect. So this is going to be the image and the part that we can create our K-plan on it. So you can either create it separately. Maybe you can have a logo, just simply this image or anything else on this top part and create your K-plan in here, or you can create it on this section exactly. I think it looks better when you create it this way on a site plan. It is a more creative way, but if you want to have a more professional approach, you can just simply use the simple lines I'm going to show you. So to start, I'm going to go to create section and I will use this line. In all of these parts, I'm going to create my lines. Somehow I will highlight the zone sections. So with this simple line, I'm going to start from here to this part, here, and this section. Okay, then I'm going to repeat it to this part, in here, okay. Since it is a little bit rotated, I cannot use the rectangle, so we're going to go this way, close it. I'm going to just simply add a line to this part, maybe like this, move it back, delete this extra line, they are trimmed. Okay, I think this is good. And then I'm going to create another section from this part to here, and then to this section like this, to here. Okay, it doesn't matter if they are connected or not, if they are closed or not, because we are going to just use this as reference for the next section that we are going to work on. So for now, I'm going to just highlight and create the borders around them like this, to here and to this part. This will be a separate zone. I'm going to move them like this. And after that, if there is any other important part, maybe some part like this, I want to highlight this section too, this way. Okay, so let's say these are the main zones that we have. I will next create the filled region for all of these parts. In create section, we have this filled region, and this time I can simply use this pick line for all of these sections. Just click on the lines we created before and hit finish. About the pattern you can see in here, you can either create one pattern for all of these parts, or you can create multiple patterns for different sections. For now, let's create one of them. I'm going to create a duplicate, and then for foreground fill pattern, Let's go with a solid fill. Click on OK. For the pattern color, let's go with some color like this, a little bit sharper. Okay, and for background, I'm not going to change it. Click on OK, and now you can see it this way. I also want to check if we can like add a transparency to this. I don't think it is possible. Let's go to edit type. In here it's not possible to. If we go to visibility and graphic annotation category, it's not possible in here too. So since we don't have that transparency option, I prefer to go with a lighter color, maybe something like this. Okay, and okay again. This is much better. If you want, you can also delete or hide the corner lines or leave it like this. After this, I'm going to repeat it, create the field region for all of the other parts too. I'm going to go to create with this field region, with this pick line. I'm going to click on these sections, hit finish, change the pattern like this, go to create and repeat it again. Make sure you create them separately, not all together, because that way you might not be able to control each section. Again, I'm going to go with field region, with the field region number 2, with this pick line. I'm going to click on these parts like this, hit finish, then again create field region, pick line this way. Okay, this section should be closed. We cannot use the lines this way. Okay, in here and also in this part. Perfect. Let's hit finish. Okay, and the last section, create field region, pick line in here, this part, and here, trim them, and this section too, and hit finish. So these are the parts that we have. We also had this section in here, field region, for this part too, hit finish. Now that we created these sections, I also want to maybe add naming for them, maybe add some like letters or words for them to like name them better. I'm going to go to create again with this text, and in here I'm going to add a. The size is too much. Let's select it, the letter this way. Go to edit type, duplicate, number 2 or zone. Click on OK. For the text size, I'm going to go with, for now, 3. Click on OK. I think this is good and enough. So I'm going to place it in here this way. Then I'm going to select it and copy it for this part here, this section, this part, and for here. Change their naming, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, I'm going to place this one in here, and maybe I can move it down, move this part up in here. Okay, these are the lines we created before, so we can see them in here. I'm going to move them. Press shift if you cannot move them for the constraints. Okay, much better. Then for this last part, again, I'm going to place it outside next to it. Okay, now that we have the field region and the zoning, I'm not going to change anything about these parts. We don't need to make them parametric. I want all of them to stay there for the letters, but for this field region, I'm going to create a formula so we can use them in the project itself. We don't need to come here and change them each time. So the thing that you need to do is to change its visibility. I'm going to select one of these field region, and in the properties section, you can see this visible. It is checked. For all of these sections, it is checked, but we can create a formula for this, and we can create it from the title block. I'm going to click on this section, this little rectangle next to it, and in here, I'm going to create a new parameter for this visible option. Okay, the name will be zone A, and I'm going to make it instance, so we don't need to go into the title block each time. We can just simply change it from the properties section. You can also change the group parameter and put it in any category that you want. And we have this visibility section, we can put it there. We have this visualization, we have the other section. It just depends on you. I'm going to place it in the other because this visibility is not exactly what I need, and click on OK and OK. I'm going to repeat it for the other parts too. Go to the visibility section, create a new part, zone B, and make it instance. OK and OK. For C, if you select them together, you will apply one parameter for both of them. This is not what I want. I want all of them to be controlled separately. C, instance, click on OK and OK. For the other part, I'm going to do it again. Zone F, click on instance, OK and OK. Next, section D, new parameter, zone D, instance, OK, OK. Section E, zone new, zone E, instance, OK and OK. And the last part, zone G, you could change the name to, for example, parking, to entrance, to any other thing. Instance, OK and OK. Now all of them are visible. If we go to the family type again, I'm going to just invisible all of them, click on OK, and then load them into the project. Okay, this is what we have when we do not have any zoning. Let's keep it in here. This is the title block. You always have it this way. Okay, in all of your sheets, for example, maybe you are working on the elevation of this zone A, on the floor of this zone A, on different levels of this zone A, you can, in your title block, just click on your title block and you can see all of these zones in the properties section. We make them instance so we can have them all in here. If you want, for example, just check it this way and it will be active. For all of your sheets, you can do it this way. You don't want this, you don't want it to be changed. I'm going to uncheck it and check this C section. Maybe you have some parts that are connected together. You can just uncheck this section. For example, this E, D, F section are close together. You can just simply check all of them. you have something related to zone A, B, and C, maybe some materials, maybe anything, you can check them this way. Okay, so this is a way that you can create a very professional K-plan, and you can use it this way. You can use this for interior sections too. You can create these K-plans for different rooms, for different usage of that building, and then you can add different rooms to each sheet and add the details of the floor plan, of any like elevation it has, any specific thing that it should have to that section this way. So this K plan can be used for small scale and larger scale projects. This is a very professional way to use them, and I really hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.